my gosh, I just had a little moment of panic because I haven't live streamed in such a long time. Do I know how to do this? Did I connect the wires and push the right buttons? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. And the echo's kind of weird, isn't it? Is that better? That's better. That's a little bit better. Hi! My gosh, it has been a wild few months. I feel like I've been everywhere, and I should have learned that song, I've been everywhere, man, but I don't know it. But that would have been perfect for this moment. I've been traveling all around, from Montana to the panhandle of Florida and home to Massachusetts and back to the panhandle of Florida and Massachusetts and Florida and Massachusetts. And the past week or so, I have shipped a heck of a lot of cranberries to people for Thanksgiving, which is really darn cool. And I've also been writing, and I don't know, I just want to reconnect with people that I haven't been able to visit with. So I'm going to play some tunes. If you have requests, you can put them in the comments. And just say hi if you're watching and you feel inclined to say hi. I like a good hello. I'm going to play some songs. JD, hi! It's so funny. I wish that I felt like a warrior. JD said I was a road warrior. And it's a funny thing about traveling. It's like fun. Somebody said to me this morning, traveling's fun. Kind of, right? Happy Thanksgiving to you, JD. Traveling is really fun, but I'm still kind of in this, my friend Jackson called it re-entry. Chris, hello! I'm so glad to see your name pop up, and I'm so glad that you got good news. Anyway, this is the first day that I've organized my little office, got my live stream setup plugged back in, those sorts of things. All right, I'm going to play a song, and if you think of a song you want to hear after this, put it in the comments, and anything else you feel like saying as long as it's kind. Also, let me know if my levels are working. This is my sound check. What did time do? I don't see you anymore, but I have the scars to tell the stories of our youth. We ran the world, our glory days were yet to come. We could be anything, we could be better than where we came from. But I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone, you can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Ooh, ooh.
There are voices inside, and I wanna die, 'cause I don't see one familiar face. You can never go home again. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it.
Dave! Kathy's comment just made me laugh. That's funny. And Sue, I think Sue Horowitz is amazing. We met at Falcon Ridge. So I actually, surprise, Kathy, I have 2 new songs that I'm going to play for you on this live stream today on this other guitar, which is using a whole new tuning. And it's wild when this is like a standard tuned guitar, and I've never played around with alternate tunings. It becomes this whole new instrument and inspired all these new songs. And I also have a new co-writer I've been working with, Jeff Plankenhorn. I'm super excited to share this song with you. William, hello, thank you. So I'm gonna do one more older song, and then I'll try a new one and a new tuning. And as long as nobody puts a request here, I'm gonna do the song that I have in my brain, unless somebody very quickly gives a different request. Okay, nobody did, so I'm doing the one I want to do. This is for Kathy because she likes it.
My great-grandma's chair is still standing, dusty thing but proud. Her piano strings still singing, out of tune but loud. 100 years living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, and we're all just broken things. That's my grandpa's old jalopy. You still can't turn it on. Out the door and down the road, can't stop us once we're gone. 100 years living, and it still wants more. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, and we are all just broken things. Thought I was tough, wearing an old punk rock t-shirt. I thought I was tough till I knew what it meant to hurt. My granddad stood there stoic as a wall. I wonder if he felt pain at all. just a little kid back when we don't talk about it. This old house has seen its share of hearts broke on the floor. It will be here after I'm gone, opening its doors. Maybe modern hearts aren't meant to last. We just hold on till we're past the pain it brings, and we are all just broken things. All right. For this new song portion, I have to switch guitars, which is not going to be elegant whatsoever. So I'm not even going to try to be cool about it. Jill! As soon as I'm done with this live stream, Jill, I'm assembling your cranberries. 1 second. Oh, you can still hear me. I just took my headphones off. All right. Down with one. Up with the other. Okay. I'm back. Here I am. So, let's see. There it is. Alternate tunings are fun, especially on old strings. This thing does not want to stay in its open tuning. So Jill had asked me about some guitar stuff. Oh, this is the open tuning I was going to suggest to you. For you guitar players out there, this is an open C tuning. It's really just the strings are all tuned to a C chord. Oh my gosh, Pumpkin Town Farm is watching me sing while making soap. What a good moment to mention my Black Friday bundle again. So I'm in the process of recording my next album, which is not going to be released until 2025. I'm on a very strict every other year album release cycle. But the album that I'm making is going to be called Saltwater Country, and it is all about my hometown of Saltwater Country, of Wareham, Massachusetts. And as part of our little promotional thing and to raise money for the record, Pumpkin Town Farm made me Saltwater Country soap, which is a goat milk soap with peppermint, and then we used salt water from the beach I used to swim at growing up. So it's a sea salt and peppermint goat milk soap, and it is in this Black Friday bundle. You get soap and you get a grab bag t-shirt, which is just you give me your size and you can give me a style preference, and then you get all of my CDs autographed. So I think that's kind of cool, and it's like when you add the cost of all those things together, it would be $92, but it's only $50 in my Black Friday bundle. And the thing to remember, you know, people all talk about shop local, shop small businesses during the holidays. Like, singer-songwriters are among the smallest businesses that exist. And one of our primary promotional tools, Spotify, just said that if you aren't someone with a lot of streams, they're not going to give you any royalties. They're going to give your royalties to other people. So this is a pretty desperate time for independent artists, you know? So consider us. There are so many independent artists out there with Black Friday things going on. Okay. This is a new song. And I wrote this with my friend Jeff Plankenhorn. We met in Whitefish, Montana. And I might muck up the chords because I'm not super adept at this new tuning yet, but I'm going to try my best. So the concept of Saltwater Country, it is a concept album. I'm telling the stories
am telling about life growing up in Wareham, Massachusetts, I've used people that I've known my whole life, or just people that I've kind of observed around town, because there's something particular about life in a seaside community. You know, you get this like influx of people in May, and it just comes to life. And then when everybody leaves after Labor Day, there's this vacuum. And I just feel like it really influences the people who live here. And it's a really special place too. So this song is written about my grandma, and it's from my dad's perspective. My grandma did not have a happy life. My grandpa was a difficult man, and I know that my dad tried to save her, and you know, it's hard. I'd written a different song about my grandma for this record, but I just think this one came out better. So this is what we call trial by fire here.
Growing up on Datewood Street, my mama always baking pies to give us a taste of something sweet and keep us happy. Oh, how she tried. I wish that she had known it in her bones. Just 'cause you've got four walls, it don't mean that you're home. And you don't have to take it. You could up and run away over the bridges to the Cape, cross invisible lines that make you stay. He's only a man, only a man, only a man at the end of the day. From the smoky rug in the living room, hiding behind my trains and toys, wanted to save her from my lone model of a man, but I was only a little boy. There's no way to see behind a one-way glass. Black and blue, it ain't the color of you. Leave it in your past. You don't have to take it. You could up and run away over the bridges to the Cape, cross invisible lines that make you stay. He's only a man, only a man, only a man at the end of the day. Only a man. You don't have to take it. You could up and run away over the bridges to the Cape, cross invisible lines that make you stay. He's only a man, only a man, only a man at the end of the day.
Thank you for sharing, Beth. I don't know if Jill's still here, but if you were interested in the tuning I'm using, I think for people exploring new tunings, this is probably the first one you go to. I'm a super novice at it, but I like it because you can actually just play. I did that whole thing with 2 fingers. I truly just played the bottom 2 strings. So if you're somebody who's wanted to play guitar and you feel like you don't have the coordination of all your fingers, you could just do an open C tuning. Heck, there's your song right there. And I'm pretty sure I saw, this was, I'm totally dating myself, but Dolly Parton was a guest on the Rosie O'Donnell show years ago. And I remember watching Dolly Parton. She came in with these like 5-inch long fingernails. And I'm like, how on earth is she going to play the guitar? Open tunings. She just did this. And she guitar. So, you know, anybody can play this instrument. You know, while I'm here on this open tuning, I'm going to try one more song here. Why the heck not? I wrote this song. I'm taking a risk here. This is actually, it's for my album, but it's also a Christmas gift for my cousin. I'm taking a risk, assuming she's not watching this because she has a normal job, and I don't think she can be on the internet right now. But the beach, Little Harbor, it's a pretty popular beach in my hometown. There's also a golf club there, golf course, golf country club. I don't. Clearly, I don't go there. But Little Harbor makes its way into a lot of the songs on my album. I remember in high school. I wonder if Beth remembers this. Like, there wasn't a ton to do in the evenings, and so one thing that we would do is just like drive to Little Harbor. And you know, it's you know, like Blueberry Hill, like in the 50s, they'd have Makeout Point. That's kind of what Little Harbor was, because it did have a gate that said closed after dusk, but they never actually shut this gate. Anyway, I was thinking about the time after I graduated from college was a very weird, kind of lonely time, because I had gone from like having all these people around me on campus to now I'm back home again. My circle of people got really, really small, and while at the time I felt kind of lonely, when I'm looking back, I'm like, I wasn't lonely. My cousin and I got through that together. She and I would, I don't know, we'd go to the 99 and eat cheese and crackers and play Skip-Bo. Emma, hello. We'd do all kinds of silly things just to, you know, just entertaining ourselves. And so she inspired this song. And also our mutual love of Hanson. I fingerpicked this. This is very new.
Remember when we drive around, 'cause there was nothing to do in this podunk town. Restaurants never open late, but Little Harbor never closed the gate. Kids in cars making out, jealousy we never talked about, our names and hearts drawn in the sand. We didn't want too much, just a whole boy band. Well, I wouldn't give right now to meet you on that quiet beach on an autumn day, to feel the rocks and the shells neath our feet, yeah. But we ain't giving up, 'cause we're tough and we're walking. Just you and me talking.
Here, I'm going to actually stop. This is how you know this is a live stream that's like, this is legit. The tuning on this is atrocious, number one. So there's my guitar lesson for you for the day. These open tunings, you have to constantly be checking your tuning. Also, that was the wrong key. There's the danger of the open tuning for me right now. I'm like 2 weeks into using it, and every chord shape looks exactly the same, because I showed you can just use those 2 fingers. And so your orientation of exactly where you are in the neck gets a little thrown off. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna start that song over, because I think it's good and it deserves it. And also, here's my chance to mention again that I've got this Black Friday bundle. You know, the old thing, shop local, shop small businesses, because it means more to us than it does to Amazon and Walmart. Although I do have products for sale on Amazon too. It's true. If you put me in, I think if you type in either my name or Saltwater Country, there are some t-shirts available. on Amazon. Okay, let's see if this is better. That's more like it. Yes, William, live music. You get all the mistakes right here on my live stream. Terry, hello. Hello. So, Terry, I forget where in Canada you are. My new co-writer's in Vancouver Island. Is that near you at all? He's amazing. Come on, thing. Okay, we're going to try this again. From that whole heartwarming intro I gave before is lost. This is a song from my cousin.
Remember when we drive around, 'cause there was nothing to do in this podunk town. Restaurants never open late, but Little Harbor never closed the gate. Kids in cars making out, jealousy we never talked about. Our names and hearts drawn in the sand. We didn't want too much, just a whole boy band. What I wouldn't give right now to meet you on that quiet beach on an autumn day, to feel the rocks and the shells neath our feet, yeah. But we ain't giving up, 'cause we're tough and we're walking. Just you and me talking. Always trying to lose the weight, to get pretty enough for other girls to hate. Hey Rick. Hours at the YMCA, earning calories for our coffee date. What I wouldn't give right now to meet you on that quiet beach on an autumn day, to feel the rocks and the shells neath our feet, yeah. But we ain't giving up, 'cause we're tough and we're walking. Just you and me talking. Pretty girls who had it all, while we were stuck against the wall, planning their downfall. We'll watch their tans turn to wrinkles. We'll be happy, they'll be single. Life was that simple. Distance played a funny hand when we've forgotten about our old homeland. Sometimes I send a cool postcard, but is a phone call really all that hard? What I wouldn't give right now to meet you on that quiet beach on an autumn day, to feel the rocks and the shells neath our feet, yeah. Ain't giving up, 'cause we're tough and we're walking. Just you and me talking.
All right, now I have to switch back to the other guitar but I'm not coming back to this one again. So apologies for the tuning issues on that, but that was your guitar lesson for the day. Open tunings make it really easy to play things, but you have to be constantly tuning them if your guitar's not used to being in the tuning. If you're curious about that tuning I was using or anything like that, I'm happy to answer questions about that as well. Give me un momento. I'm just going to switch guitars. I could still keep talking to you, though, because the headphones aren't really relevant here. And Jenna! Hi, Jenna! Okay. I've got it. And I'm really, really happy to see Rick Santos on here as well. Rick had a music store, Rick's Music World, in Raynham, Massachusetts, where I taught for at least 10 years. Maybe it was more than that. It was a while, and it was a really formative part of my professional career. I loved my time working there. Oh, Jenna. All right, so this is a helpful comment right here from the gallery. Tuning talk. We know Chief Noda. Yes, Rick. I can answer for Rick. Oh gosh, Chief Noda was amazing. I hope Rick's still on here though. Oh man, that takes me back. Rick's was and is a really cool music store with all kinds of professional level equipment, and they have a bunch of music teachers, so kids go for their lessons there, and they also have a cafe and a performance space. It's really a one of a kind shop that we are so lucky to have around here. Come on. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do another song that's destined for my next album, which again isn't coming out until 2025. We have a very long recording process. I am determined. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Aunt Nancy and Uncle Mac. Side note, Uncle Mac, here, your name. Uncle Mac made me a beautiful wooden sign with my logo on it, and it was something I'd wanted for a long time, and I didn't know where on earth to get one, and it just arrived in my mailbox. Oh, man. Oh, that's so cool that Jenna knows Rick, or Rick's. That's really neat. Okay, one more side note here. It's not really a side note. It's kind of one of the main reasons I'm on today. I wanted to connect with people again because I've missed you all, and also to throw out my Black Friday bundle. So I'm not wearing it now. I'm washing it. I didn't plan well for this, but I have these t-shirts that say "Revel in Your Nerditude," and it's got my glasses on them. People love those shirts, and so I've got those. I've got t-shirts that say "I didn't know I could until I did," and then I also have my Saltwater Country t-shirts as part of this Black Friday bundle. Look here's the sign that Uncle Mac made me. Isn't it beautiful? So the grab bag t-shirt in this bundle is just, you give me your size, and basically I just grab a t-shirt of that size. You don't know which one you're going to get, and I'll put it in your package. However, if you do have a preference, you could send me a little note, and I'll see what I can't do if you have a shirt preference. But supporting small businesses, like this is the size of my business. It's me. Okay, that's my business talk. This song I wrote with one of my favorite co-writing partners, Jackson Emmer. And it is about, well, it's about me and why I started playing music, but I think that it can speak to a lot of other musicians. You know, you start out, you play music, and on some level you just want people to notice you. Like so many of the students that I used to have were misfits or kids that were shy or lacking confidence, and music was a way to help them feel seen. Hello! And then at the same time, you know, you do this, and if you're working on making this your career, you're also like, can't somebody just notice me? Like this business is so hard to cut through and get noticed. And so that's where we were with this song. Love you too, Jenna.
12 years old, with a guitar in my hand. Hey Fred. Tiger beat over every wall, that was my whole plan. Gwen Stefani's abs, how does she get 'em as I practice Chopin? Dreaming about Hanson and how I'm gonna get 'em, holding out for a long-haired man. This ain't nothing like I thought it was. Late nights doing my makeup in a parking lot. Street tough giving me side-eye while he looks for love right through me, but doesn't everyone? Until the lights come up, I was just a kid on Parkwood Drive, singing loud just to feel alive. I felt like nothing, I guess it started something. Doesn't everybody feel like this? Won't somebody please notice I exist? .25 dive bar, dark corner with a guitar in my hand. Living the dream, turn it up a little louder over the shouts of a drunk man. What is success and how do you get it? Selling t-shirts out of my van. Dreaming about the day when I can finally say I made it, man. But this ain't nothing like I thought it was. Late nights doing my makeup in a parking lot. Street tough giving me side-eye while he looks for love right through me, but doesn't everyone? Until the lights come up, I was just a kid on Parkwood Drive, singing loud just to feel alive. I felt like nothing, I guess it started something. Doesn't everybody feel like this? Won't somebody please notice I exist? Oh, I felt like nothing, I guess it started something. Now I'm waiting for the plot twist. Won't somebody please notice I exist? Won't somebody please notice I exist?
I'm so excited about the conversation that's going on here with Jenna and Rick connecting over the cello and Rick's Music World and Chief Noda. That's so cool. Oh, man. So look at, speaking of t-shirts and selling them out of my van, so this is one, it's available on my web store. It's not part of the Black Friday bundle, but I think it's kind of a cool shirt. It's a lyric from a song from my Maybe Modern album. Maybe I will play that song in a moment. I'm probably going to stay on here for like 10, 15 more minutes, so if you do have a song request, put it in the comments, and if I know it, I got you, because then I have to go pick up the t-shirts for this Black Friday bundle. I'm actually driving toward Rick's Music World to do it, too. Okay, I'm going to do another song that I wrote with Jackson Emmer, because this one is coming out as a single in February. So if you're on those streaming platforms and you don't follow me yet, you should follow me so that you're ready for this song. I'm really excited about it. This was our first co-write, actually. I think I've been married for 7 years, and I think he's been married to his wife for 6 or 7 years. And Fred, that's funny. Fred just said they aren't sure where to watch me, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Take your pick. I feel like they're all the same. The only thing you're missing is the comment section, maybe. But that's funny. So anyway, Jackson and I were just talking about what it's like to be married, and we were talking about, like, what my wedding looked like, because we got married on cranberry bogs, because, you know, that's how we are. We got married on cranberry bogs, and we had a bouncy house, and our food was hot dogs. So, you know, it was very us. Oh, that's funny. Chris was on YouTube watching earlier, and now it's on Facebook, so.
Put the ring on every day. A promise kept, a promise made. Stood in front of everyone, so innocent when we begun. Now look how far we've come. Rick, I'm doing Cranberry Song next. Half the bills are overdue. Terry, I'll do that. Drowning here in debt with you. Some days we're treading endlessly. I'm so glad it's you with me. We put the ring on every day. Some days we're boxers in a ring. Some days you're Swayze dirty dancing. Some days life leaves you on the floor. Some days you're begging me for more. It gets easier, they say. It doesn't always feel that way. You put the ring on every day. A special date for groceries. Milk and apples, bread and cheese. And as we're standing in the line, it's always you catching my eye, and you don't even have to try. I'll put the ring on every day. I can't help but wonder where I'd be if I'd let you get away. Driving down the highway till the darkness comes, singing to myself just to hear someone say it'll be okay. Some days we're boxers in a ring. Some days you're Swayze dirty dancing. Some days life leaves you on the floor. Some days you're begging me for more. It gets easier, they say. It doesn't always feel that way. We put the ring on every day. And when my hips don't work no more, and there's a shoehorn by the door, my knuckles scream and swell and sing. Pull the band off with a string. You're still my more than everything, and I'll find a different way to put the ring on every day.
Alfred, thank you. Thank you for sharing the stream. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad that you loved my wedding, Jomo. Okay, so Terry has requested Karma Chameleon. Rick asked about the song I wrote about Cranberry Girl. I wonder if this is the same one. So this is the song that I wrote about cranberries, and then I'll do Karma Chameleon, Terry. I wonder if this is the one you mean, although I don't know how it could be because I haven't played it before. Maybe I just talked about it. So I knew as I mentioned before, my next album is called Saltwater Country. It is inspired by my life growing up in Wareham, Massachusetts. And so cranberries were kind of a requirement for this album, also because I now am a cranberry grower since I got married. So I knew I wanted those two things to be intertwined here. And I've also, yes, Jenna, I got you. Okay, I'll do cranberries, and then Karma Chameleon, and then Saltwater Country, and then Maggie, I Miss You Lots, and my to-do list is to connect with you about our next lesson time, so I got you. I wanted to have a song about my grandfather as well. So my grandpa was a TV repairman. He was on Normandy Beach on D-Day, and he was a man who, although you knew that he loved you, he didn't really talk much. I can't remember him saying very much at all, besides whether or not he liked a particular food. Oh, Johnny, that's so sweet. Thank you. My grandpa was just a quiet, solitary human being. And I often wonder how much of that was because of the war. Like, I cannot imagine what he experienced, or, if he would have been so quiet without that. Who knows? So I wanted that. And my brother told me that our grandfather always used to say to him, "The best thing for you, mind, body, and soul, is to go to work." He was pretty no nonsense, like, you got a problem? Go to work. And I really wanted that in this song as well. So in this telling, my grandfather's not a TV repairman. He's a cranberry grower. It's called Cranberry Blossoms.
Oh, the cranberry blossoms in my grandfather's hands. He'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning till the end of the day, I never knew what he's thinking. I knew he loved me anyway. Summers when I was in high school and I had to get a job, I got no love for fast food, so I was working on the bog. You get down in them ditches, man, and you're bound to touch a snake. There's me screaming like a little girl. He laughed so hard that he'd shake. In the cranberry blossoms, my grandfather's hands, he'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning till the end of the day, I never knew what he's thinking. I knew he loved me anyway. Searched all around for comfort, and I went to Jesus for a start. Grandpa kept me praying, and he said there ain't no time for hurt. I get the cure for all of that. It's just a hard day's work in the cranberry blossoms. In the cranberry blossoms. As I've gotten older and the vines are still green, he's out there on the tractor. The man never admits defeat, and we don't call it helping. I'm just working while he rides and listening to the stories that he always kept inside. In the cranberry blossom, my grandfather's hands, he'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning till the end of the day, I never knew what he's thinking. I knew he loved me anyway.
Nancy. My grandfather actually did have really like beautiful, elegant hands. When I sing that line, I can see them. I'm pretty sure my grandfather was a genius, actually. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. And as you may or may not know, like we were pretty darn poor growing up. And so when we finally got a TV and a VCR, my grandfather, he would like fix people's VCRs, which a lot of the time just meant they had a tape stuck in. And if they didn't want their tape back, that's how I got my first VHS tapes, because my grandfather saving them from the broken VCRs. Which actually, while I'm tuning, I'll tell you, my grandfather at the end of his life, he would kind of like sit at the dining room table and stare out the window because he was just like alone in his house. And I'd go to visit him every Sunday, and he'd make me food that I would force myself to eat. But one day I showed up and he said, "I got something for you." And I go out to his dining room table, and he has a jewelry box sitting on the table, and it's beautiful. And he winds it up. He still plays. And then he tells me he got it because he would sit there at that table staring out the window, and so he knew the pattern of the people on his street. And he would watch his neighbor put her trash out, and he watched her put a perfectly good jewelry box in the trash. And so he went out and he saved it and cleaned it up for me and made sure it still played. And honestly, like, that's the jewelry box I use. I think it's the coolest little story. You know, he was resourceful. Okay. This is for Terry. Terry and I met through a fan finder video I put up. So there's a music marketing agency I've been working with, and they have you put together a live performance video. You run it as an ad on here to try to find people that might like your music. Oh, Johnny, thank you so much. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. And so the last fan finder that I ran, Terry heard this and liked my version of the song. It is today my most popular Spotify track, which actually was the reason I recorded it in the first place. I had been doing a cover of it anyway. And just as a test, I wondered if I put a cover on Spotify, if it would get me more streams, and it did on that one song. So the video that Terry heard was my friend Radislav Lorkovich and I playing this in Chicago. I think we were in Chicago.
There's a loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say I'm a man without conviction? I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go, karma chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Didn't you hear your wicked words every day? And you used to be so sweet. I heard you say that my love is an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You string along, you string along, karma chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors are like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
Thank you for requesting that, Terry. Fun fact, it's not actually fun, it's just a fact. Boy George wrote that about his drummer. He was in love with his drummer, and his drummer was married. And I think that Boy George was just brokenhearted because he kept being led on by his drummer. I should probably research more to see like how long the band lasted. I think they still play together. Jill, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I love that song. My recording of it is on all the streaming platforms. Oh, Terry, I want to share this. It means so much to me that my cover meant enough to you that you're doing a version of it too. It's just such a beautiful song, and when you slow it down like that, I feel like you can really hear the heartbreak, and I cannot imagine having to continue to work with somebody that broke my heart like that. My gosh. Okay, well, folks, unless someone gives me an urgent cover request, like if you have a music emergency and you need to hear a song, you can still put it in the comments. Otherwise, I intend this to be my last one today. And I'll mention one last time that I'm doing a Black Friday sale because I want y'all to try my new soap. Steven! Hi, Steven! I want y'all to try my new Saltwater Country soap. It is a sea salt and goat milk peppermint soap. And then I have also in this bundle got a t-shirt. It would be one of three. It'll either say I didn't know I could until I did, or it will say Saltwater Country, or it will say Revel in Your Nerditude. And you can, if you have a preference for one of the three, you can send me a note. Otherwise, you're just going to get whichever one I grab for you. And then you get all 4 of my albums autographed. It's a $92 value for only $50. But all of this really is, Steven, okay, if Blackbird, I will learn Blackbird for you. I don't really, Jenny, you can put in as many orders as you want. Absolutely you can. I think I put the link up above, but if you go to gracemorrison.com/shop, the very first item is this Black Friday bundle. Oh, yeah. Steven, I clearly will have to work on this for you, but for you, I will, which I believe is a pop song from the 90s. I would move a mountain for you. I'll have to research that too. I'm rambling, guys, because of the amount of caffeine rushing through my veins right now. P.S. That is a hint. I've got a Christmas thing coming, and it has to do with coffee and saltwater country and Cape Cod. And if somebody guesses it in the comments, maybe I'll give you a prize if you guessed it right. Okay, this is going to be the title track of my next album, which is coming out again in 2025. I don't have a date yet, but we've recorded most of the songs. Also, if you're not on my mailing list is going to be in 2024. We'll be doing once a month private Zoom concerts where we can all hang out. So join my mailing list so that you can be a part of that. My Patreon is where demos of every song I write live. And my patrons are helping me choose cover art. So they just helped me select the single art for another song coming out next year. They're also telling me which songs they think ought to live on the album and which shouldn't. So my Patreon's a cool place to be too. But I digress, because my real point today is this Black Friday bundle. This song is for Jenna. This is called Saltwater Country. This is about my hometown of Wareham, Massachusetts. Ain't got a good reputation, ain't had one for a while. It don't make sense to me, everybody walks by with a smile. We are the salt of the earth, we are as real as the smile on your face. When you finally give up on the traffic on the bridge to the Cape. Hey little sister, are you coming out with me? Bank account
saltwater country. We like tradition, we like everything as it once was. Sometimes we go to Walmart and we walk around just because. The cracks in the sidewalk been there since my mama was young. It reminds her of summer in her dreams and the songs that she sung. Hey little sister, are you coming out with me? Make it count, full of nothing and where I gotta be. Got a cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. I tie down a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me in saltwater country. In the sun, at the center of town, our grandfather's names are etched in stone. And we can't leave the town that made us, except for maybe Gina Davis. We used to make nails, now we're the scapegoat for the drugs in the night. We're rich in coastline, a Victorian paradise. They can't see the beauty, hell, that's their birth. More for you and me, 'cause we ain't going anywhere. Hey little sister, are you coming out with me? Make it count, full of nothing and where I gotta be. Got a cooler and a blanket and a ring on my toe. I tied out a little harbor, ain't nobody gotta know you're with me in saltwater country. In saltwater country. That's the new ending that we recorded for the album, because we already did the bass and the drums for that one, and it sounds so good. And it's entirely likely that folks on my Patreon are gonna hear those tracks soon. So keep your eyes on my Patreon emails, send it for my mailing list. But also, if you have someone in your life who's a complete nerd and needs a shirt that says "Revel in your nerditude," then this is the deal for you. So happy Thanksgiving. I have some cranberries left. If you're local to me, you can shoot me a message. I might do a little video of me making my famous cranberry sauce. Oh, Jenna, I can send you a link I think it's on my website, but if you go to Patreon, Patreon, hold on, wait a second. I was thinking ahead last time. If you go here, you can become a patron right there. So anyway, these are all the things that I'm planning to do. Rick, thank you. I am so happy to see your name pop up. I love you guys. Love, love, love. Rick Santos and Robin Santos made such an impact in my life in my 20s. I had the time of my life working with them. So, it made me cry. So good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Keep your eyes open for my cranberry sauce video. If you want a recipe, you can PM me. And I'm just rambling because the coffee and whatnot. I love you guys. Bye.